and welcome my friends to another episode of the Glory Man United Save, and we're moving into season 9 now, and there has been a lot of movement in the transfer market. Some you may not be happy with. Fortunately, due to our financial status and not being so rich anymore, we had to offload quite a few players, and that was raising some capital, reducing the wage budget. It's all about to kick off. So first of all, we'll go through the transfers, and the first one is Adil Nakiri. He's gone to Chelsea now, and we just had to offload quite a few players. Attacking midfielders we weren't using, so there's no point hanging on to them, and Nakiri was virtually didn't play for us that's last season, but he went to Chelsea for 35 million, and also saving quite a bit of cash on the wage budget as well. Umtiti is the next one. He's gone to West Ham. As you can see, he's still a great player. He's 31 years old. He's probably in his prime now, but he went to West Ham for 25.5 million. Again, it was all about saving money. We thought we could get somebody in younger and possibly cheaper as well. West Ham decided to pick up another one of our players, Harry Winks. Again, we weren't utilising him. He only came in now and again, but he went for quite cheap, really, about 12 million. But we did make a bit of a profit on him in the season that we have had him. He did play half the season. Again, it was somebody that we really didn't need, and so we just decided to offload, and he wasn't being used that much anyway. And we had Saul in there anyway, and he was getting more of a game time than what Harry was. We lose another defender, Caldera this time. He went for 17.5. We just wanted to offload players. Nobody was biting on the value that we wanted for him, but 17.5 isn't so bad. The position we were in, we had to offload quite a lot of players. One of the big ones, Dembele. Yes, he was coming good towards the end of the season, but we have already got Icardi, we've already got Heiko, we've got Rashford, and we've got some of the youngsters coming through like Gubbles as well. So we have got players in that can play in them positions, and for me, he just wasn't doing enough. Yes, he scored 14 goals in the 27 games that he played. Is it a mistake? But he's gone to Juventus for 60 million. Yes, we did take him for 90, but 60 million, we had to bite the hands off because he was, again, another high earner, and we needed the money. Guedes, he's actually gone on loan. Tried to offload him, tried to do some part deals. Nobody was biting at all. 54 million we bought him for. Well, he didn't really do anything for us at all, did he? But 1.4 million is coming in every month, so I'm not going to moan. But he's gone to Barcelona, where I'm sure he'll be a lot happier. And the big one, Romelu Lakaku, 32 years old. He has gone. It's a case of he was our highest earner at 375,000 a week or something daft like that. We had to let him go. He's on 400 grand a week there now at Barcelona. Barcelona did quite well. He was bought from Everton for 90 million back in the day. To sell him for half, we did get quite a lot of service from him. Last season was by far his best season with us. 10 man of the matches, 12 assists, 30 goals from 30 in the Premiership. I mean, that is just phenomenal. A couple of seasons back he did score 37, so 288 goals in 488 games in the leagues. I mean, that's just phenomenal stuff, isn't it, really? But let's get on with the ins, and I'm sure you agree that some of them are pretty good. Bargain, really, half of them. First one is Gilberto Carlos, centre defence. Potential 4. He's currently working at 3. Not bad stats. Physicals are just virtually nearly off the charts, and his mentals are just there as well. And coming from Titi and Caldera as well, I couldn't say no. We've been tracking him, we've been having a look at him, and he's been okay. 11.5 million. I'm not going to moan. From CEC in Brazil, he's had a few games already, and look at that, 7.3. It does make a difference having a younger person in the central defence. He can shoot from distance as well, so I might just put him on free kick duty. I don't know yet. Another one, Julian Bega. He comes from Monaco, I think it is. Again, 115 grand a week. Another cheap substitute for a central defender, and he is a physical, strong centre back. We pick him up for 51 million. It was from Monaco. Probably well, say he's not had that many games, but did have a good season, the previous one. But stats wise, it's virtually all there. Physicals are decent, mentors excellent, determination 19, and decision making 17. So he's not, and bravery and positioning all goes with the territory, being at the back. So he's helping our goalkeeper out a lot, which Merritt needs a lot of help because he's still conceding goals. Reece Nelson, I've been after him for quite a while, even though we have got Coman. Coman's starting to get himself injured quite a bit, and he was injured at the beginning of the season for up to about 4 or 5 weeks, I think it was. And we needed somebody in there, and to be honest, I think we overpaid on this one. I'm not going to say just yet how much, but I think we have done. He's 25 years old. He's a proven left or right winger, so to have somebody there is more than adequate. Yes, we have got Martins, we've got Coman, Guedes is gone, so he could quite substitute on the right hand side, as we have got Rashford who can drop back there on the left hand side. But once again, dribbling, first touch and technique, he's got a bit of flair. He's got some physicals, but he is, yes, it's only 3 potential, but every time we played against Arsenal, he's been a bane of my life on the wings. He can run down the right hand side, plays his shots and runs with the ball quite often apparently, and cuts inside from the left wing, so either side, brilliant. Now this kid, apparently he's a wonder kid. Cesar Candamil, he wasn't that much, but 500,000 this kid was, and I'm not kidding. I mean, potential 5-star. He's currently working at a 3. He is a winger. He can play on the left hand side. Good cover for Martins. To be perfectly honest, this kid has got it. I mean, at this age, at 19, balance, stamina and pace. I mean, look at that. It's crazy. Crossing, dribbling and first touch. Wow. Determination. I mean, what more can you ask? Everything you need from a winger, at least anyway. Technique's not so, but he can work on that. And this guy, we did have to have the board intervene because we had no money. No money for transfer at all at this point. They were taking a huge cut out of the fees that we were receiving. I think it was something like 40%. So I had to get the board to intervene. We've had numerous attempts to try and grab hold of him. They weren't biting. We tried to do a swap deal, like with even Coman, to let him go because he's on a 300 grand a week or something daft like that. Even Guedes in there as well, and they just weren't biting. They just wanted so much money for him. But in the end, we did get him for 74 million. He's already scored 2 goals for us in 2 games, and in the only 2 games we've had in the Premiership, actually. To be fair, I think. He comes highly recommended from one of our scouts as well. Like acceleration, pace, everything's there, even for winger. Technique is 17. He can dribble. He can, well, not so much cross, but who cares? He's putting the ball in there instead. First touch and free kick taken. His mentors are pretty solid, and physicals, like I said. He places his shots, knocks ball past the opponent. He can run them off. So, to me, at the time, he was a perfect substitute for Coman because I was going to let Coman go as well. But as it is, we've registered everybody and everybody just slots in quite well. There has been a couple of loans. Some of the youngsters. Taller's gone out on loan again. I was considering getting rid of him. Rodriguez, I'm hoping to bring him in next season. He's gone out on loan. He is only 21, 22 years old. One of our youngsters as well has gone to West Brom for 275,000. Didn't even know who he was. And James Garner as well has gone to Shrewsbury for 46,000. So overall, we did bring him in 197 million, but we did spend 217. So what's that? 20 million we've spent. I'm not going to moan. Our finances are looking a lot better, and from what I can see, we are making money now at this point. Our projection is to go down. I mean, at the end of the season, it's going to be 141 million, rising up to 210 at the end of the next season. but it does drop again. I wonder if that's, I don't know why that is. But our finances were dire. I mean, transfer budget now has gone up to 100%. So out of all that money we brought in, we could have really done with it all. But because we were something like 200 million in the red, even after everything else, we just needed to offload players. And the wages was the real issue. And as you can see, it's dropped. Probably not a lot, but it's dropped around about the 5 million mark. It's currently we are spending 5.5. We have got a budget of 6, but we're well under that, nearly a million underneath it. So we are going to try and keep it below that. We have bringing youngsters in that have come back off loan. Like I said, Gubbles is one of them. So we're going to try and Gomez as well, and we're going to try and utilise our youngsters in these last 2 seasons. So far we've had a few friendlies and we've had a couple of league games. Austria Vienna 3-0. Hiker scoring, Guedes scored as well, ironically. We did beat Beijing 8-2, Hiker with a hat-trick. Beijing getting a debut goal. Guedes again scoring, and nice to see Rashford back on there as well. Dan O'Brien scored, and Sula as well. Hiker scores again in the next game, Shangang. He scored 2, Reese Nelson scoring also. Sporting, we beat 3-0, Rashford, Guedes once again, and Gubbles getting on the score sheet this time. Bayern, it's a hard fought 1-1 draw, not going to lie. Icardi coming off the bench to score, happy with that. Man City in the Community Shield, we were 2-0 up, we got pegged back, scored another one, and Man City did make it difficult for us towards the end, but we did come away with the Community Shield with a 3-2 win over Man City, and that's with a totally different outlook team, it has to be said. We beat Leeds 2-0 at home, Hiker and Hafner scoring. Like I said, he scored on his 2 games that he's played, and Stoke we won 3-1 away. Hiker, Hafner again, or am I Hugh Hefner maybe, and Icardi as well scoring. So today we have got Newcastle, but we've also got the draw for the Champions League group stage, which is coming up now. We are in the first part, which is nice to see. So we avoid Real Madrid, Monaco, Porto, PSG, Juventus, Bayern and Zenit. So we can draw them out and see who we have in. Oh, we're in the first group, which is nice. Right, so we're not going to be playing Man City or Chelsea. So we could get Barcelona, Inter, Sebastian, Dortmund, Leverkusen or Atletico. So either way it's going to be tough. At the laptop we rather have Sebastian. So Dortmund we get. Okay, we played them before. We'll be quite happy with that draw at the moment. Leverkusen, Donut, Inter, Porto. Barcelona will play PSG. Tough one. Man City will get Real. Chelsea will get Bayern. Sebastian, Juventus and Monaco, Atletico. Right, next group. Monaco, Liverpool won't play. Napoli, Dinamo, Sporting, Benfica, Bordeaux. Oh, we haven't played Bordeaux yet. Or have we played Napoli? Oh, we'll soon find out, won't we? So, first up, Ajax. Right, so we go to Holland as well. Bordeaux playing that. Well, that's not a bad group, that isn't. Liverpool in with Inter and Porto. Who else? Man City will play Benfica. Chelsea will play Dinamo Kiev. Right, last group. So we've got Besiktas, Austria Vienna. We played in the friendlies and beat Celtic, Fiorentina, Krasnodar, Borussia, Olympiacos, Dinamo, and who are they? KS Eupen. Never heard of them. Right, okay. Fiorentina, so we go to Italy. Germany, Holland and Italy. Good mix. So Liverpool get Dinamo. Celtic have gone into the virtual group of death. They should beat Sporting, but they're not going to progress from there. Krasnodar are in Man City's group. Eupen are in Chelsea, so the teams that they should easily win, I think. But there is the groups. So if you want to pause it, please, you're welcome to do so. I'm just going to flip through, and that's it. The Premiership, on the other hand, looks a little bit like this. We are lying top 2 out of 2, which I don't think we've had that quite a good a start for a while. Liverpool are there as well. Okay, and this is a side that we were going to be going with this season almost. There's a couple of changes, a few players that aren't fit that are on the bench, but we've got Merritt in goal. Carlos is playing alongside Biga or Berger. Hernandez on the left hand side. Chilwell is not quite fit, so we're leaving him out. Sanchez and Wendell. Wendell isn't, well, he's not fit enough, but we are missing another player in midfield, really, I think, which we may have to look again in the January transfer. But we could do with another midfielder in that position. Well, unless they all fit, then it won't matter at all. Hafner and Candamel are out on the wings, with Heike and Rashford, our great strike force from last season, starting. Icardi is out on the bench, same with Reece Nelson. We just need somebody really in the middle. I'm not happy that Wendell's playing and he's just not quite fit enough. But we shall see how it goes. Newcastle playing their one striker up front. Quite defensive away from home. Pick up where you left off. And we'll just kick straight off into the game. We're going to try and get through these seasons pretty quickish. Probably about a month to go before 19 comes out. So really want to try and finish off these 10 seasons if possible. So we're going to probably not have as many recordings for the seasons. We're just trying to move along because it's all formality, really, isn't it? Right, Onana is in goal. Oh, great take there. Oh, it's one of their guys, isn't it? It did nick it off our player. Hafner gets it. Wendell into Heike. Heike down the line in the middle. Rashford's waiting. And there it is. The pair of them together are just phenomenal. 11 minutes in and we are a goal up. Is it a better angle from here? Or up here, should I say. Heike just takes it right down to the line. And there you go. He's not going to miss from there, is he? Well, he could have done quite easily. Up the line, Rashford. No, and we should intercept by Hafner. Heike's going in, doing it himself again. Inside to Rashford is on the... My word, how did he get that? How did he score that? Suspicions was offside, but did he come off the post? Take a closer look. Heike over to Rashford. Good stop, and yeah, goalkeeper was already lying down from the first save, and we're 2-0 up, and Rashford gets himself a brace. Rashford, is he going to return to favour to Heike? Rashford's on a hat-trick as it seems. Wendell, Sanchez, Rashford. Wow, first half hat-trick then. He's done it already. Well, even though we have lost a few top players, we seem to be coping quite well. Would never have noticed they've gone. Alright, we're coming up with 20 minutes to go, and it's been a quite boring half. We'll make a couple of substitutions. We're going to bring Gubbles on for Rashford. He's done his job. Stick him up there. He can be a complete forward as well, on support for Heike. And we have found ourselves top once again. Newcastle coming forward. Are they going to put a spanner in the works? And is Merritt going to concede a goal? It's always on the cards, him conceding. Hafner running forward. He's going to take his man. He has. He's done them all. Gubbles not quite. He's had a hand in with a couple of assists. Gubbles has. He has got that vision for a young'un up front. Coming up to the last couple of minutes, and it's been quite a dire second half. The game has already been won by half time, and that's it. Boring second half, but we do hold on for a win, and more importantly a clean sheet as well. Classy Rashford. Yeah, you know what, we're going to praise you. You were fantastic, and you started the season good again. Right, like I said before, we're going to try and move the season along quite a bit because everything's virtually a formality. We've been here before. So what we want to do, we may come back down here to the Dortmund game, or possibly the Chelsea-Fiorentina. We'll see how we go, but it's going to be around about here somewhere, I think. If you enjoyed that video, please pop a like on there. If you'd like to see more new to the channel, please subscribe. Till next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.